Hey, we are live. Well, really excited to see you guys here. Really excited. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Really excited to be here. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's get this place going. Well, thank you, Daily Pace with Anna. Thank you, Ijoma. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Let's share this. Let's share this. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you guys for joining. Let's share this to become meanwhile. Thank you, Gabriela. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah. Woo, it's gonna get hot in here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gabriela. Thank you. As you're joining, just let me know where you are joining from. You can just type on the chat. Okay, thank you so much. Let me know where you're joining from. It's going to be an exciting evening with me, incredible and amazing lady. We're just going to have some real candid, raw conversation today about love, right? Thank you, Doris. Thank you for joining. Let's share this. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining. Right. Welcome to Married Live Show. This is an Instagram version of the show. We normally do that on YouTube, on Facebook, but we also occasionally do it on Instagram as well. So I'm happy for you guys to be here. Thank you, Fruit Adventure. My wife, my missus is here. Okay, thank you. Make sure you guys invite your people, put it on your status, share. This might just save your marriage. This might just help someone. Okay, I'm sharing to my friends now. It's not for me, sir. Well, it could also be for you. Yeah, it's not just for the married alone, because if you're not married, you can also learn a lot from here. Thank you so much. Thank you. I am pretty Ayabasiki. Thank you, pretty. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, let's get others to join us on this call today. How to keep love alive in your marriage. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. So, whether you're married, whether you're not married, you can still learn something from here, especially for the singles. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Mr. Michael, for joining. Really excited. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Really excited that you guys are here. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Reyes. Thank you. As you join it, just tell me, let me know where you're joining from. Okay, let me just know where you're joining from. Okay. Tell me where you're joining. Thank you, Tai Chi. Thank you so much for joining. Let's know where you're joining in from. Thank you so much. And make sure we share this. Let's get more people into the game today. Right? That's going to be really exciting. Let's get some people into the game. I'm looking forward to an exciting conversation. It's going to be real and raw. Oh, thank you. Sufficient Grace. Welcome, Sufficient Grace. Welcome. Graziel, thank you. Right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining. Right. Thank you so much. Let's share this. Thank you. Thank you. thank you for joining. Thank you. All right, yeah, we have Stunner. Thank you guys. Awesome, Joy. Thank you, England. That's good. That's good. That's good. Awesome. So today we're gonna be talking on something really penitent. We're gonna be practical and raw. And I would like you guys also to be part of this conversation. So put on the chat all the points, the punchlines, and your questions as well. We'll do whatever we can. We're not make it snappy, but we'll try as much as we can to provide value for you today. And just come with an open mind and be willing to learn something new, to stop something, and also to relearn. That's the way life goes, right? Just try as much as you can to be very open minded. Thank you, Doris. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Yes. Okay. So, like I said, we're looking at something very exciting today, and my my guest is gonna be joining very shortly, and we're just gonna go right in. Okay, we are really gonna give it the way it should be, and I would like you to be very practical as well. I would like you to be real to yourself and find ways to make things better. Okay. Thank you, Remy. Thank you so much for joining. Let's share this and let's get more people to participate in this today. And I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this conversation because I believe that's God's desire that you will have an incredible relationship. Okay. For those that are yet to be married, it's important to know that love is important to have that in your relationship, in your marriage. And for those that are married as well, how do you keep that alive? So we are going to be diving into that. So thank you so much. For those just coming, this is Married Life Instagram show, and we're looking forward to having a conversation about love, right? So my guest will be here shortly. So thank you so much for joining. And yeah, if I just ask, just put on the chat, what's your expectation? What are you looking forward to in this life today? What do you want to get out of this? What is your own specific? Yeah, what do you want to get out of this life today? Okay, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Maybe one word, two words. Let's see. What are you expecting? Okay, tell me. What is your expectation? Just put it there. What do you want? Well, how do you want it to go? I would like to hear from you on the chat, wherever you are. Welcome for those just joining. Thank you for joining us. Okay, thank you, Talkware. Thank you so much. Incredible and amazing, Talkware. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, I'm really grateful to have you here today. So yes, just tell me. I mean, the topic is how to keep love alive in your marriage. What exactly is your expectation as we go into this discussion today, right? Lafifs, thank you for joining. Thank you. Excited you are here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Right, just tell me one word, just one word. Okay, tell me in one word, what is your expectation today? All right, just let me know because I'm bringing my guest shortly. Toys Bob, thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for joining. All right, tell me what's your expectation today because we're about to get into business. All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time here. Okay, so I'll be bringing my guest. Okay, bringing my guest. Okay, so just hold on. Yes, he's gonna be joining us. Okay, right. Okay, okay. Send the request. Okay, thank you so much. Yes. So expecting our guest now to, wow, someone said to learn. Oh, the super unstoppable lady Tombra is here. Hey lady.
Tombra, welcome. My number one sis. Welcome, sis. We got a chat because you've been traveling around the world. Got a chat, man. Want to be like you when I grow up. Thank you so much, Ababa. Thank you, Bonita. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for joining. Okay, thank you so much for joining. All right. Woo! She's here. She is here. Are you guys ready for today? Are you ready for today? Okay, so let's see. Okay. So right, so we have she's about to appear. Boom! I told you. I told you the sage.
You are having way too much fun. Us together also. Hey.
Man, you're looking so good, man.
Thank you. I'll take that. Thank you very much. I told him I have a live teaching with Kinda. He said, okay, so he just moved to the other. He moved the location.
Oh yes, yes. Wow. So how have your day been?
Beautiful. Very fast paced, but
beautiful.
I'm glad I'm here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We are really excited to be here. Right, guys, I told you the sage has arrived. You can see the way she look like a sage, smile like a sage, talk like a sage. So guys, be ready. If you have an umbrella, put it on because rain might beat upon you guys. So, but it's all right. So we're excited to be here because today we're talking about how to keep love alive. And we're going to make this so real, so vulnerable, so practical, because a lot is happening today in relationships around the world. And I just want to say that for you that are here today, please share this on your platforms. Get somebody here because you just don't know whether this conversation might just save a life or enhance a marriage or a relationship out there. So please, let's make it real. Bring your punchline thoughts as well as we communicate. And also, I will appreciate as well that you also put your questions as well. We'll do whatever we can to get you with us. Okay. Eden, your video. Okay, right. Okay, it's back. It's back. Okay.
Fighting. You know you're the techie guy, and so you have to come help my study properly. But I'm trying to
right, but
I'm
okay.
How are you doing?
Okay, good. Yeah. So guys, so let me just introduce her. Because there's no point we starting this stuff without introducing the sage. Eden A. Owonka is a spiritual strategy business leader committed to helping others build healthy relationships through mindset and emotional mastery practices. She is a John Maxwell certified relationship and mindset coach, trained in emotional freedom technique and matrix reprinting, and the founder of A Woman and a Half USA. She's going to talk to us more about that later. She describes herself as a woman driven by the sole purpose of seeing more women become driven by purpose, and holds a degree in communication and a master's in business administration. While studying in Boston, she took leadership classes in corporate social responsibility and sustainability in Harvard. Her robust corporate experience spans 17 years in financial consulting, with a brief stint in community relations in the energy sector. She currently holds a small business consultant position with a leading Fortune 500 company in Texas. She is a full-time author of The Power of a Single Story, Reigniting Hope, and A Woman and a Half Affirmations. Eden lives in Texas with her husband and beautiful children, whom she fondly calls her shades of grace. Having survived cancer in 2017, she considers herself a recipient of God's mercy and encourages others to shame their shame, a popular slogan, by owning their unusual stories. She is the recipient of several awards, including the Exceptional Women of Excellence Award presented to her in Cairo, Egypt in 2020, and a sought after global speaker who has spoken on stages in different continents. And then I add, she is also a table shatterer.
Jesus is
Yes.
a carpenter, so he knows how to work with wood and hammer.
So yeah, Idem, I mean, we have a lot of our audience here today. We are having this conversation, how to keep love alive in marriage, and we know that is one important thing, and it's a very dynamic topic that is not just a one-way traffic. It's something that encompasses and has so many layers and dynamics to it. But let's just start with this. I mean, what is your understanding about keeping love alive in marriage and relationship?
So very well, thank you, Chinda, for having me. I want to say, I'm not sure why both of us are wearing blue. I guess there's something.
I didn't even, guys. We didn't plan this, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, I mean, we are seasoned coaches, we are marriage counselors, and both of us are very passionate about family life, okay? And for people to not just manage their marriage, okay? So I want to believe that in the next couple of minutes, I am in agreement with you that there will be healings.
Amen.
That marriages will have clarity. I mean, I agree with you that someone sinking or drowning, people who haven't had a conversation for years, a real conversation, that conversation will begin from today. I'm in agreement with you that whatever, little ember of fire left in their marriages, that fire revived and stoked. I'm in agreement with you that there will be resurrection of dead marriages, especially that have not run its course, especially that there is no abuse, there is no like it's just that those marriages will receive life. I loved the word alive. In fact, when I highlighted that word because for me the goal today is that if a marriage is struggling, that they will find life. Okay. So
okay, Eden, I don't know what's happening. Guys, if you can hear or just say yes. If you can hear Eden, they keep saying your audio is breaking and they can't hear you. Guys, can you hear her and hear me? Please just confirm on the chat. Just put on the chat. Let us know if you can hear Eden clearly and you can hear me as well. Okay, they say yes. My wife say yes. Okay, all right. Okay, okay. Maybe just okay. Right, Eden. Let's ride on.
Okay, so they can hear me.
Yeah.
I can't comment, so I think I'm frozen.
But you're moving. Okay. You're actually moving. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yes, it's all yes. So yeah.
Okay, so let's go on. So it is a vast topic. I don't even think we can cover it, but I know that what you and I, God helping us, are going to do will be enough at least for today. So you said, what does it mean to keep love alive?
Alive, yes.
Let's start from the very good place to start. When you read, you begin with ABC. Let's start from the beginning. How can you keep something alive when you don't know what it is? So let's start from the beginning. What are we even trying to keep alive? Love. So what is love? That is the best way to start. You know why? Because in marriages, you will be shocked the different, diverse understanding of what love is. So I want to encourage you after today, go and ask your husband, what does it mean what does my loving you look like? Go and ask your wife, babe, I love you, but what do you feel I love you sounds like? What does it sound like to you? You know why? Because when two people come together, two altars are coming together, two backgrounds are coming together, two traumas or unhealed or lingering residual traumas, rejection, things you have no idea are coming together. Two personalities are coming together. Two IQs are coming together. But more importantly, two mindsets are coming together. Remember, last couples retreat that we had, Chinda, I said you are not getting married to a man or a woman. You are getting married to a mind.
The mindset.
So when two people come together, depending on how well they were parented or reparented, there's parenting, the one that our parents did a good job, a bad job, a poor job, whatever job they did their job. Then the reparenting. The reparenting is the one they did in the locker room, with the powder room, with the friends, in dormitories, hostel, with their exes and their wives. So when people come together, the parenting and reparenting so depending on how they were parented or reparented by society, culture, idiosyncrasy, friend, they already have an understanding of what love feels like. Looks like an ex. Maybe love looks like something they had no idea influenced them in a soap opera. Maybe love looks like an example, a good, beautiful example from a mentor or a parent, or maybe even like the toxic example that they were raised in. Maybe love looks like chivalry to the man, or chauvinism to the man, or maybe the love looks like being spoiled, being condoned, being excused. Right? So the fundamental question, before we begin to answer how to keep love alive, is to say, what is love? Now, I don't know what you think love is, but I will tell you what love is not. Love is not just a feeling. Love can stir up feelings, but love is not just a feeling. Love is not something you switch on and switch off. Love is not having your own way. And I want to use the litmus test, the framework that we have in 1 Corinthians 13, 3 and 4 to 8. So I know that scripture, but let's just roll through, because love is patient, kind, does not boast, is not proud, is not rude, is not sin, is not easily angered, maybe angered, but not easily angered. Keep wrong. Love rejoices with the truth, does not delight in evil, it protects, it nurtures, it hopes, it perseveres. You know what? Very important. But whenever peace, I always do an exercise in my classes. I say, remove love and put your name there. So let me read it with your name, Chinda. Chinda is patient. Chinda is kind. Now, whoever are listening, if you have a scribble note, start putting it. Because moving love and putting your name in, even in keeping love alive, so that you begin to take personal responsibility. Discover love. It looks so abstract. I think it's about the other person and about them not understanding you. So let's do this quick exercise again. And the exercise, 1 Corinthians verse 13, 4 to 8. We know the framework on love. So let's go. Chinda is patient. Chinda is kind. Chinda does not envy. Chinda does not boast. Chinda is not proud. Chinda is not rude. Chinda keeps no record of wrongs. Chinda delights in truth and abhors evil. Chinda protects. Chinda trusts. Chinda always hopes, always perseveres, and is not easily angered. Now, if you put your name there and you call yourself, that jammed exam does not look like 80%. It doesn't look like 60%. It doesn't look and then the question is not how do we keep love alive? It is what I do to make sure that I'm not detonating the love that is alive in my marriage.
You know, this is so profound because, guys, it is important to look at what Coach Eden have just said from a place of personalizing love. If you look at those lists, okay, the question you will ask yourself when they say you are this, you are that, are you actually this? Because you might be pointing finger at your spouse and say they are not this, they are not this, they are not that, they are not this. You that is pointing finger, are you this list? And for me, I also define love from the place of the fruit of the spirit, right? He said the fruit of the spirit is love, and then he keep going forward: faith, peace, long suffering, goodness, patience.
Yep.
It talks about meekness. All right. It talks about, with meekness, it talks about self-control, which is the temperance. Now, if you actually say you understand what love is, look at 1 Corinthians 13, 4-8, and look at Galatians chapter 5, verse 20 and 22, and then combine them together and ask yourself, is this me? Because that's what you need to keep alive. I mean, Coach Eden, if you keep all that alive, is the marriage dead?
Honestly, and that's why I wanted us to go from that angle, because I mean there are very many definitions of love. We can give several love, and it's also very important to know the different expressions of love, you know. Because by not knowing the different expressions of love, we struggle. There's eros, the excitement that comes with sex, of the passion, the butterfly feel, what we call of physics or biology, whatever you want to call it. But that one is the eros, the kind of sensual love you feel when you are your spouse. And even though you don't have fireworks every single day, you should nurture it. You have, even if it means to stimulate yourself, however you need. Important. Eros is a form of love. Then there's Phileo. And Phileo is the kind of love, the kind I have for Chinda. He loves me, I love my brother. And guess what? There are seasons in your marriage that's what you will have. It's not every season that you'll be working on fireworks and
Eros,
and boomerang and Eros. I'm hoping that after now we all commit to nurturing Eros. We'll know what we need to eat to stimulate Eros. We'll know that ice does help Eros. We'll know that forgiveness helps Eros. Eros does not happen. It is a commitment to happen. They have a higher chemistry. Some don't have. Doesn't mean that they cannot work it in. Then there's Phileo. Why Phileo is that most times, for many seasons, that's what you have.
Yeah.
I once had an uncle that was getting married, and my parents were the sponsor to the wedding years ago. And he was saying to his wife, and I'm going to speak it in Igbo and attempt to translate it. He said, he said, for seasons where we may not feel like a couple, I'm hoping that we still remain brothers and sisters. What I'm trying to say is that for seasons where you may even be able to stand me as a spouse, having my craziness, like this guy in my bed snoring, this human. For seasons where maybe as a wife you've collided with my trauma, and I'm not that girl, that figure 8 or 9, and nothing happened, and I'm stressed and I'm overweight. I'm hoping that if we cannot be husband and wife in the way culture puts it, we can still be brethren. I thought that was what he's trying to say is, even if we don't feel Eros, I'm hoping we choose Phileo. So Phileo is the kind of brother sister love, the way that no matter how crazy your siblings are, they're still your siblings. Then there's also several, but there's agape. Is what
love.
Having a discussion here. 1
Yeah.
Corinthians 13, 4-8 blueprint, which many people don't know, is agape. Bring me to the quick definition I like to use. Love is a decision.
Yeah.
Love is a decision and an honored commitment to improve the life of your significant other or someone of your choice. Decision, an honored commitment, sometimes a minute by minute decision, sometimes a daily decision, sometimes an hourly decision. If you see that love is a decision, then you understand that you are not so helpless. When people say, I fell in love, it is very poetic, but I think they are saying I fell in love. They are talking about the erotic feeling. They are talking about the butterfly. They are talking about the dopamine high. The chemical, things that happen when we start getting attracted to people. Now, after that high, after that dopamine, after you fall in love, now you have to get up and keep walking in love. That's where love becomes a decision. I'm not excited that you fell in love. I love that you fell in love. But after you fall, stand up and know that you have a decision to keep working in love. And that's where agape comes in. Agape is unconditional, meaning that yes, you may have your love language, I may have mine, but it is a decision I'm making to nurture what we once had and contribute my own quota. That's why we started and I said, remove the love and put your name. If Eden is not patient and Eden is not kind and Eden envies and Eden is boastful, if Eden is proud, if Eden keeps a record of what wrongs, if Eden is easily angered, then that means Eden will be the love leak. Please someone write it down.